Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Fat Guy Live. I am Paul, coming to you as always from beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. It is my wonderful Christmas extravaganza today. I am so excited. I know I say this every month, but I have a lot for you, okay? I really, really do. I know that I say it all the time, but seriously, we have a monster show. First, let me apologize. Um, for the pre thing that said that the show started at 6. My show never starts at 6. It always starts at 9 a.m. Pacific. And YouTube has this funny thing when you set it, you can reuse your settings. And that's what I do. Somehow it ended up at 6 a.m. I don't know. But it's always 9 a.m. in case that ever comes up again. Ignore that. If it's going to start at a different time, you will know about it. I can promise you that. So, anyhow, that's the scoop there. Welcome to the live stream. Um, let's start right out of the gate here. Okay, so last year, if you were with me last year at Christmas time, December, for the live stream, um, I wish I was a rich guy. If I was a rich guy, I would love to send you all a card or a gift or something like that, but that's not the case, so I can't do that. It's not feasible. So last year I wanted to think of a way to share something with you guys. And what I did last year is I shared with you a very magical song. Um, it's a song called Mary Did You Know by Voctive, and it's featuring Mark Lowry, the gentleman who penned the song. And although it's a very religious tune, it transcends religion because of its just sheer beauty. The arrangement is phenomenal. You cannot listen to this song without just getting chills down your spine. So I shared that with you guys last year, and I said, well, I'm going to do something similar this year. Now, I'm going to do 3 giveaways from today's live stream so I can actually give out some gifts, okay? But I'm also going to share something with everybody, and this is a little bit different. What this is something that I love from my youth. And I was born in Chicago and raised in the Chicagoland area. And if you were born and raised in the Chicagoland area through the 60s and 70s, WGN was a giant part of your life. Um, you had shows like Bozo Circus, Garfield Goose, The Funny Company, Creature Features, all these different shows that we watched as kids. And every Christmas time, there were 3 little cartoons that were run at Christmas time that me and my sister Judy always looked forward to. One was a really fun little version of Frosty the Snowman. The other was a little cartoon called Susie Snowflake. That was Judy's favorite, and then my favorite. And what I want to do is I want to share that with you now. It's something that um, I watch every year now, again, and I want to share that with you right now.
Old lady, I-O, that's Hard Rock and Coco and Joe.
Now listen, my children, and you shall hear a story fantastic, a story so queer. It's all about Santa and his helpers 3. There's Hard Rock and Coco and Joe.
Now Hart's the driver up there by his sleigh. Coco reads maps and he shows him the way. Though old Santa really has no need for Joe, but takes him 'cause he loves him so. Oh, lady, aye, Donner and Blitzen, away, away. Oh, lady, I-ho.
I'm Hard Rock.
I'm Coco.
I'm Joe.
And Santa is busy with his heavy pack. He trusts his drivers and never looks back. Oh, lady, I ho.
I'm Hard Rock.
I'm Coco.
I'm Joe.
Now go to bed early on this Christmas Eve. I've no way of knowing just what you'll receive. But you'll hear their laughter, that much I do know. 'Twill be Hard Rock and Coco and Joe.
The three little men, only 2 feet high, singing to Santa way up in the sky, laughing and shouting as the sleigh bells ring. It's Hard Rock and Coco and Joe. Oh, lady, I hey, Donner and Blitzen, away, away. Oh, lady, I ho.
He's Hard Rock.
He's Coco.
He's Joe.
And Santa is busy with his heavy pack. He trusts his drivers and never looks back. Oh, lady, I ho.
He's Hard Rock.
He's Coco.
He's Joe.
Old Santa will come in and set down his pack, and Hard Rock all the reindeer till Santa comes back.
If you hear a giggle as he turns to go, it's Coco, a snowball, and Joe. Oh, lady, I hey, Donner and Blitzen, away, away. Oh, lady, I ho.
I'm Hard Rock.
I'm Coco.
I'm Joe.
And Santa's busy with his heavy pack. He trusts his drivers and never looks back. Oh, lady, I ho.
I'm Hard Rock.
I'm Coco.
I'm Joe.
Oh, lady, I ho.
So there you have it. How can you not love that little cartoon? And as a little boy growing up in the Chicagoland area, let me tell you something. Every time that came on, I came running to the TV. And how can you not love Joe? I mean, seriously. That is, it's just a very special thing from my youth. And I wanted to share that with you. It's my gift to you guys. Just a little Christmas special moment of mine that I'm sharing with you guys today. So I hope you enjoyed Hard Rock, Coco, and Joe. Oddly enough, as you may have noticed, it's actually called The Three Little Dwarves. I don't know what was going back on in the 60s other than a lot of psychedelic drugs, but I thought they were elves. But they call it The Three Little Dwarves. Anyhow, okay, so let's get going. You're welcome, Jeffrey. Thank you. All of you guys. Okay, so let's get back going here. And let's talk about Thanksgiving. We all just had Thanksgiving. It came, and I hope whatever you were able to make of Thanksgiving, I hope it was special. I hope you had a great day. Our Thanksgiving was really nice and very much the same as it had always been, with one exception. My mom couldn't be there. She's in an assisted living and they're locked down, so we could not share Thanksgiving with her, and so that was a little sad. But we still, me and the kids and the grandkids got together. We were under the limits, so I think we were fine, but we had a really good time. And let's see here. So what we did is, one of the things that I tried for Thanksgiving was a lot of new baking. And here you see I made my famous banana nut bread, but I also made, for the first time on the right there, my pumpkin bread, which was delicious. Very good. Now, I had been making my own pumpkin pies for some time, but I've been cheating and using store-bought crusts. This year, I made my own butter crust, and here is the pie, and it came out fantastic. And that crust, let me tell you something, it tasted sort of like a cookie. It was amazing. It came out so good. And then I made my own latticework apple pie using the same butter crust and Honeycrisp apples, which are my favorite. This was phenomenal. And then, yes, look at that, cinnamon rolls. Now, the cool thing about the cinnamon rolls is I was able to make those the night before. In the morning of Thanksgiving, we woke up, took them out, let them rise for about 2 hours, pop them in the oven, and you've got hot, fresh cinnamon rolls that rival anything you can get at Cinnabon. These came out so good. I was so pleased with myself. So, yeah, that was kind of what I had going on for Thanksgiving. And we just tried some new things, and it was a lot of fun. We had a good time. And don't worry, let's see, is anybody mentioning it? Yes, I was very conscientious about my type 2 diabetes. I kept track of my sugars. I kept my portions small, and I cut other things out so I could have little bits of the treats that I made. So I was paying attention to that, and I hope if you have type 2 diabetes, you are doing the same thing. You have to take care of yourself. It's not worth losing your vision or your feet or whatever else or dying. So if you have that, please be taking care of yourself. But anyhow, so I hope you all had an amazing Thanksgiving. But now I want to show you something else that came out of Thanksgiving. So as you saw, I was going to do a lot of baking. And I needed more vanilla. So everywhere you look, if you hear from anybody who actually knows how to cook, they'll tell you you need to use a good vanilla extract, not the cheapo stuff, okay? So I was researching. I needed more vanilla. I was doing all this research trying to find out about vanilla, and I found out you can actually make your own vanilla. And so that's what I did. I made my own vanilla. And here I've got 6 bottles, 6 8-ounce bottles. 3 of them are Madagascar vanilla, 3 of them are Tahitian vanilla. And it was super easy. Now, those are not ready to be used, actually. You have to leave it sit for at least a month. Some people go to 6 months to a year to 2 years. And since I do have some store-bought vanilla on hand, I will be using that up while that steeps. And that will allow me to tell you that right here is a bottle of the vanilla. I now have caught up in this drawstring here. So this is a bottle of the Madagascar vanilla extract, and this is going to be one of the giveaways. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit. So by being here today, you're going to have a chance. By being here and commenting, you're going to have a chance to win a bottle of my homemade vanilla extract. So make sure you're posting a comment. Hi, Keith. How you doing? I am doing fabulous. So thank you. Time Rider, win this vanilla, and you won't be using the cheapo stuff anymore. And let me tell you guys, vanilla is so expensive. That 8-ounce bottle of amazing vanilla, that's over $50 of vanilla extract if you go to the store to try and buy that. Vanilla is really expensive. Now, they have to hand pollinate the vanilla plants. The beans take like 8 years to grow, and it's a huge long process. So it's not overpriced, it's just expensive. But this bottle is going to be some of the best vanilla you'll ever use. It's 2 simple ingredients, vanilla and alcohol. In my case, I used a good drinking vodka. Yeah, vanilla is made with alcohol, actually. But it's going to be the best vanilla ever, and you're going to get a chance to win one of those bottles of vanilla today from the live stream. And actually, I'll talk more about that, because you're not going to win it today, but I'll explain later. All right? But one of the giveaways today is a bottle of my vanilla. Okay, it is a great, great giveaway. That's going to be fantastic. Anybody who wins that, if you cook anything, well, if you bake anything, I mean, not if you like cook a hamburger, you're not going to put vanilla on that, but if you do any kind of baking at all, you use vanilla, and you're not going to get a better bottle of vanilla than you're going to get right here. This is going to be amazing stuff. So, and it's also going to come with a Fat Guy Productions sticker. So you're not going to want to miss out on that. The giveaway is going to be very, very fun. Okay, So where the hell am I? So here, let me show you some. I want to show you this, okay? Let me show you this. See, this is how I plan the show, and I don't always stick to it and just run down it, but it kind of helps me organize, and it doesn't work very well. Imagine what the show would be like if I didn't do this. It would be just pure mayhem. So I did this. Okay, so we talked about Thanksgiving and we talked about doors. Okay, so anyhow, hey, let's get into a quick, I don't know how quick it'll be, but let's get into a quick review of what we did last month. So, all right, we just finished up this 3 blind mice build. This was the Aston Martin, and I gotta tell you, this car really surprised me. I had no idea what to do with it. I wasn't feeling it. And then I hit on the idea for this paint job. And boy, let me tell you something. The pictures do not do this thing justice. When you get it in the light, this thing explodes with the gold sparkle. And that's exactly how I wanted it to be. I wanted it to look like a black car with a secret. And hey, it's a rich man's car. What better than having the secret be a bunch of gold? So that was the recent 3 blind mice build that we all just did. And everybody who participated, really, you guys did an amazing job, man. I'll tell you what, these builds get bigger and better all the time. You guys are amazing. I fully released the entire custom pumper fire truck, American LaFrance engine 14 model that I did. It took long enough. I know you were probably getting sick of hearing all about it, but we finally got it out to you, and there's the finished product. And I found that amazing case. Look at that case. It's a lighted case with a mirrored bottom and a mirrored back, so that you can see the model really well. You can see under it. You can see behind it. You get, it's just a great little case. It's plastic, but so far, I'm really happy with it. I think it came out great. I love that case. So, yeah, so we did that for you guys. Then we did what I was calling my nemesis, and honestly, that's more of a joke than anything else. But Lee loves the flash cider. I love to pick on the flash cider, but I finally came up with something I could live with, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tried a lot of new stuff here. And I think it came out pretty cool. What do you. And I told Lee I'm happy enough with it that I'll do the flash cider again next year. So there it is. Then we did my flower power. I'm not used to taking Sweet 16 red lines and making them into something else. But I did this time, and I think it came out really cool. And to those of you who said it has that Monkey Mobile vibe, it sure does, right? I didn't notice it at first, but yeah, the white roof really pushes it over the top in that direction. But I think it came out really fun. I had a good time doing something a little bit different. I had been promising my coin ringers for the longest time that I was going to get a coin ring video out. I finally did it. But now listen. If you're a die caster, let's say, and you sell your cars afterwards, this is a great place. Watch this video. This will help you do your pricing, okay? Because that's what this is about. If you do any craft, if you want to start making bottles of vanilla and selling them, well, here's the thing on how to price them. So it doesn't matter what you do. This will be appropriate. And as a side benefit, I'm doing a coin ring in the background. And here's another coin ring that I just shipped out. We're going to have some videos on doing some quarters and things like that. So we've got a lot of coin ring stuff happening. And then I just put up a Reolink Loomis review. Now, let me go here. I got some messages, believe it or not, on my fire truck build, my Engine 14 build. This guy started attacking me for no reason and telling me I need to be more like this other guy. And all I said was, I'm not him, I'm me. And he kind of come unglued and started berating me and said, he's pure, he doesn't hawk things for profit, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, okay. I don't know what you're trying to say or why you're attacking me. Um, the simple fact is, let me be very clear in case you don't know. If I review something, I make sure you know if it was provided at no charge or not, as this was. Um, I don't know if I like this camera or not until I get it and review it. And in the end, I think it's actually a really great bargain for a security camera. It would not be my first choice for a security camera. I'm willing to spend a little bit more on that. But if you're on a budget, this is a fantastic little camera, and I gave it a really good review. I'm very honest in my reviews, and so I don't know where the problem is. And I only review things that fit who I am and what I do. I've done a lot of HomeKit stuff on my channel. I'm going to do a lot more. And so, yeah, that's how I roll. And I don't see what the problem is as long as I'm honest with you about it and clear about it. And then also about my affiliate links. He commented on how he doesn't do any affiliate links. Well, I link to products I use. And we'll talk about a particular product here in a little bit, but I use products that I use that I think you would like to use. And I put links to them for two reasons. One, it makes it easier for you to find the product. And two, yes, I do get a couple cents back anytime somebody uses my link to make a purchase. It adds up to, seriously, a very small amount of money. But I don't think I've ever kept that a secret. I think I've made it known that it was the deal. So just so you know, yes, if I review products, sometimes they are provided, sometimes they are not. I let you know in the reviews. I do get a little bit back from Amazon on my affiliate links. Use them, don't use them. I don't care. I'm not trying to pull any wool over your eyes. That's just how it is. I am me. I'm doing me. I'm doing my channel the way I do it, and that's just it. So
I'm having trouble hearing you.
I don't know why Siri butted in there. Anyhow, so enough of that silliness. But that's how that is. But I did do a Loomis camera, and we're going to be talking about another camera in the coming up section. So I want to share that with you. But right now, speaking of affiliate links, I want to get to this thing here. Let me see here. Yeah, I definitely want to do this. Okay, so I got this surprise in the mail the other day. Let's see, what is this? That's nothing you need to see. Okay, I got this little card here and a little box. And inside was a business card from Flitz with a little packet of Flitz polish and a little premium polishing products card. Paul, thanks for everything, from Flitz. Now, straight up, I found Flitz all on my own. All right? They didn't send it to me. Nobody told me about it. I found Flitz all on my own, and I decided to try it, and I loved it. And what I loved about it is it gives you a great shine with very little work. Now, you could probably find other polishes that will give you a commensurate shine, but I found this one to give you that shine with very little effort. All right? I polish coin rings with it. I polish plastics with it. I polish die casts with it. I love this stuff. And so I tell you about it because I love it. And you see, I mention it all the time. Never heard a word from Flitz. This was me sharing something I love with you. This card arrived 2-3 weeks ago. How long have I been telling you about Flitz? Has nothing to do with anything about anything, but Flitz noticed it and they acknowledged me. And so what they did, in addition to the card, they sent me a brand new tube of Flitz, which I needed because I was running out. Gets better. They sent me this. Wait till you see this. Brand Champion. Here, let me get the other camera going here. Okay, let me see. Can you see that? Oh, which way? There. Brand Champion Flitz. It's like a challenge coin in this little frame here. And they sent me this. All right. How cool is that? I'm a brand champion of Flitz. And then they sent me other products, which I didn't even know they had. So here is, this one so excited me. Do I have the other bottle? No, I don't have it. So on the fire engine, I used a nano ceramic coating to put the final finish on my fire engine. I didn't know Flitz made one. Ceramic sealant, extreme clear gloss and surface protectant. Oh my God, I can't wait to try that. I'll let you know when I do and how it comes out. They sent me a different, this is a liquid Flitz polish. So instead of the cream in the tube, there's like a liquid Flitz polish. They sent me a bottle of that. Oh, I do have it. Here's the ceramic coating that I used on the fire engine. And it worked fine, but you know, if the Flitz one is anything like the other products, I'm super excited about it. And then they sent me this packet of stuff, and I wanted to open this here with you guys. All right? So let's do that. Let's open this up. See what all's in here. So yeah, it was very flattering that Flitz saw fit to send me this stuff. And just so the one guy doesn't get all in a twist, no, they didn't, you know, I don't recommend them because of anything they sent me. This is a little packet of Flitz like they sent in the card. Oh, here's a whole little catalog thing. Wow, holy cow. Who knew what Flitz had? I'm gonna have to look at that. All right, what do we got here? Speedy Seal, anti-smear, streak-free, safe on paint, fiberglass, glass, plastic, windows, headlights, plexiglass. It's more nanotechnology ceramic coating. Cool. Extreme clear gloss surface protectant sealant, hydrophobic ceramic coating, a different kind. I'll have to research these. Look at that. I can use that on my counters. Granite and glass protectant. What is this? Stainless steel polish. Who knew? Stainless steel and chrome. So that is awesome. So, yeah. How cool is that, guys? I mean, seriously, thank you, Flitz, for sending me that stuff. I just want everybody to know that I recommend Flitz because I love Flitz, not because they sent me this stuff. I do it because I love what they make. It works great for me. If you have something that you like using, by all means use it, but I think you're missing the boat if you don't try Flitz. It's amazing stuff. So, okay, so that is Flitz, and that's all I'm going to harp on affiliate stuff. So, okay, now listen. I have two. Oh, I'm going to give you the first of two tip of the months. Okay. I sustained a very serious, potentially deadly injury. I was very concerned, and I need to share what happened with you. So, you know, I don't want this to happen to you. So this is going to be my first tip of the month, and then we'll do the second tip of the month. And what happened is, let me show you here. Okay, where is it? Can you see that? Look at that. Oh my God, can you see that? It's like a. It's almost like I got my thumb caught in a farming combine or something like that. I thought they were going to have to amputate my arm. And what happened was I was turning a pen, and I had a brand new carbide cutting tool. And check this out. So it was full of dust and stuff like that. I took and I swiped the end of it to get the dust off and sliced my whole arm completely off. Blood was flying everywhere. Applied a tourniquet. I threw a poker into the barbecue and cauterized it and Fortunately, I survived, but it was very, very serious. And here's the funny part. So that night, I was watching a video on somebody else that turns pens, and he goes, "Oh, and by the way, never wipe the end of your carbide cutters because they're super sharp and you will cut yourself." And I'm like, where were you about 5 hours ago? So yeah, I that's tip of the month. Do not wipe the end of your carbide cutters if you're going to try and turn pens. Okay, you will sustain a very, very serious injury. So don't do that. That is the first tip of the month. And now, if you've been following me at all here, let me just check and see what you guys are talking about. Wait, cool. Right, Jeffrey, isn't that awesome? And Kamikaze, seriously, you know what? Try it, okay? I promise you. It gives you this amazing shine with such little elbow grease. Yeah, I'm going to have to check out. I've never... that's how little I knew. I've never checked out their website. I just used the Flitz tube stuff, and I love it. So, okay, anyhow, I'll talk more with you guys later. I want to get to the tip of the month, and you know that I've been touting Christmas for a month now, and before we get to the tip of the month, Wednesday I released a video on wrapping your Christmas presents, and I have this philosophy on ways to make your Christmas less stressful and more meaningful, and I've been trying to share that with everybody. And I shared a video on how to wrap your present nicely. And my theory is, you're giving a gift to somebody that you love. Say, "I love you," and put some effort into the wrapping. Don't just throw it in a bag and hand it to them. Okay, now I'm not shooting down bags. I've used some bags already for this Christmas. Some things just need to be bagged, okay? But anything you're going to do is worth doing right. So take some time, wrap your gifts nicely. That's one of my tips for having a good Christmas. And in today's tip of the month, I'm going to actually share with you one of the coolest things to ever come along for wrapping Christmas presents. So let's take a look. Hello everybody, welcome to this month's tip of the month. Now, it's December. It's Christmas time. So what better tip of the month than a Christmas tip? Now, if you've been watching me and following me and listening to me at all, you know that I'm really all about trying to bring Christmas back to what it used to be. I'm trying to make it simpler, funner, more meaningful. I'm trying to get the commercialism out of it and trying to get back to the time that we remember as kids. And I'm trying to make things not be a chore, like wrapping gifts. I now make wrapping gifts an event, not a Christmas chore. So I'm going to share a tip with you on this new gadget I found right here. Now, I got this at Hobby Lobby. It was really inexpensive. I'll put the price on the screen here somewhere so that you can see it. But what this is a Christmas wrapping paper cutter. This thing is amazing. Okay, so what it is it's a little tube. It's slotted so it can be kind of flexible, so it can go over a bigger tube, a smaller tube. And then it's got this little notch right here, okay? See that little notch? Inside is a very, very sharp X-Acto razor knife. And what you do, I'm just gonna cut a piece, generic piece. I've got my roll of paper. Because this is, frankly, one of the worst parts of wrapping is cutting this initial piece. It's like breaking down a sheet of plywood. It's always a pain in the butt. Nobody likes to break down their sheet of plywood. Once it's small, manageable pieces, throw it on the table saw, break it down, it's great. This is my plywood, and I'm gonna break it down so I can get it on the table saw, i.e. the scissors. So what you do is you take your paper and you roll out however much you need, okay? And I'm actually gonna turn it this way. All right? And then you take your little tubey thing, and what I'm gonna do is the paper is gonna slide through this groove, and then right here where I want it to cut is gonna go into there. So I'm gonna take it, I'm gonna slide it over the end of the tube. into its groove, like so. Now watch this magic, okay? Look at that. How awesome was that? Tell me that was not the coolest, simplest thing you've ever seen for cutting down a sheet of paper. And now, it's really easy, okay, to make it smaller. I can just drape it over the edge of the table here, try not to crinkle it. And then I can just take a razor knife here, or in scissors if you don't have a plasticized table underneath here, and I can just kind of run right along the score, the pre-marked lines here. And there we have it. I now have my piece of paper that I can use to wrap a gift. Now, let me tell you, I just got this for the first time, okay? I've never used this before today. And in fact, when I started wrapping, the very first piece I cut off that roll was with a pair of scissors, because I'd forgotten I even bought this. And this is, who's this made by? This is called the Little Elf. Patent pending, it's made in China, sorry. But it's called the Little Elf. And then all of a sudden I realized I had bought this thing. So I took it out, and the very next sheet that I needed to cut, I used this, and I was amazed at this thing. This thing kicks major butts, okay? Wow. Now, listen, it's not even Thanksgiving yet, okay? And the live stream's not until December 6th. I'm recording this ahead of time because I'm wrapping now. During the live stream, in fact, after you're done watching this, I'll come back and I will talk to you about the longevity, how many packages I've wrapped, and is there any degradation in it as I go along. But for right now, having wrapped, 6 something like packages or whatever, and used it a few times over the tube, it is phenomenal. Highly recommended. Anyhow, the Little Elf, that is my tip of the month for December for you guys. Let's go back to me live. So there you have it. The coolest thing in Christmas present wrapping since the invention of tape. Okay, that thing is great. Now, I told you that I would let you know how it worked over time. I've wrapped, I want to say, 40 presents, and let me tell you something. This thing is great because for me, one of the biggest hassles of wrapping is that initial cut down. Okay, I hated that part. You try and do the scissors, and if it catches, then it tears, and it's so big because I use these really giant rolls of wrapping paper, and it's just a real hassle. And so since using this, it's actually just been a breeze. I get the first size, cut it, and then it makes it so much easier to knock it down from there. I feel like I'm knocking down a sheet of plywood or something. But man, it is amazing. It's like under $5 at Hobby Lobby. And I'm sure other stores have something like it, or that exact one, whatever. But Hobby Lobby has it. It's very affordable. And man, it will save you a lot of headaches. It is amazing. My new favorite thing in the world of Christmas present wrapping. So that is tip of the month number 2. Not as life-altering as, not swiping the end of a carbide cutter, but hey, there it is. Okay, so let's see. I want to do this. I want to introduce you guys to somebody, okay? And then we'll do a look forward at some of the stuff that's coming up. But I want to introduce you to somebody. This is a guy. I think he reached out to me to ask me some questions on Facebook, I think. And this is a guy who does not do a YouTube channel. I don't think he really shares a lot of his work in any real format. He's a die-cast customizer who does it for the love of it. And the guy actually said to me, I love watching your channel. I learned so much from you, blah, 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 blah. And I'm looking at his work thinking to myself, what the hell channel are you watching? Because it's not mine, because I would kill to be as good as you are at this. The guy's name is Jeffrey Roberts, and this is some of his work. This is a Rocket Buy baby. And I want you to look in the cab there. Can you freaking believe the details that he incorporates into his cars? O-M flippin' G. This is just insanity. This guy is so good. Look at this Python. Now, first of all, I love the color, okay? But look how he modified the top of the engine with the colored scoop, the exhaust pipes, the wheels. And if you can peek inside of there, again, he carries that detail on into the interior. And just amazing looking work. I don't know what this guy thinks I could teach him. His name is Jeffrey Roberts. And holy little balls of poop, this guy is amazing. Look at this thing. Okay? Is that not just the sickest thing ever? And I was talking to Lee, because Lee, in my estimation, is one of the best car polishers out there. And this guy sure is either right there with Lee or giving him a run for his money, because look at that car. Oh, my Lord. That thing is beautiful. This guy, I don't even know what to say about him. And so he showed me that. And I was like, wow, man, this stuff is so nice. Can I share some of this in my live stream? He said he'd be flattered. So I'm sharing it with you guys. But, yeah, Jeff, if you're watching right now, amazing work. Really, really spectacular stuff. Wow. I saw that and wanted to share it with you. Maybe get the little juices flowing, So, so let's see here. Where are we at? I was just reading some of the comments here. Okay, that Gearhead. Are you talking about Jeff's builds? It is ridiculous, right? The stuff. Oh my gosh. You want to do the talk about the giveaway now? No. You know what? No. You guys are staying to the end. I don't care. So I'm not going to tell you about the giveaway until the end. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take a look at some of the stuff that I have coming up next month. So let's see what we have. Okay. This is my car that I sent out to Diecast Sheriff for our chutes and ladder build. And as you see, it's hidden inside of that jar. And he will have no idea what it is. And because he normally makes police cars, he's got to take whatever I sent him and make a fire vehicle out of it. And then I'll show you, he sent me a box. I'll show you that after I get off these pictures. But he sent me one that I don't know what is. And then I have to make a police vehicle out of that. Now, on the 8th, at about noon Pacific, we will be posting a quick couple-minute video of us opening up our castings to see what we sent each other. And we'll share that. And then that's when the clock starts running. So noon on the 8th, the clock starts running. We see the cars, and we have to complete the car and have the video posted by the 12th, December 12th. And so you'll see what we do with that. And that is the chutes and ladder build-off between myself and Diecast Sheriff. So we've got that coming up. Then I'm going to do something on HomeKit, okay? Because I was having a lot of I love the home automation stuff. And I was having so many headaches with mine. And so not only am I going to show you something you're going to hate. If you do any of this stuff, you're not going to like my solution to fixing some of your problems. But I'm going to show you what you really need to be doing. You're not going to like it. Be forewarned. But I'm going to do that. I'm going to show you some very cool automations that you can do in your home to make your home funner and cooler. So we're going to be doing some home kit stuff. Then we've got the birthday beer wagon battle. That is a thing that I am hosting. And it is going to be a very, very special event. And I hope you guys are all planning. Please put this on your calendar. Right now, the tentative date is January 30th because it's to celebrate my birthday on the 25th. I picked the 30th, though, because it's a Saturday night, because this beer wagon battle is going to involve drinking beer. Okay? So I picked Saturday night at 8 p.m. My beer wagon will drop. And what we're doing, as you can see, this is Tom Daniel, okay? Everybody does that wrong. Even I still do it wrong, even though I know his name is Tom Daniel, not Tom Daniels. So the idea is to take and make anything into your vision of a beer wagon, all right? You can do anything you want, make a beer wagon, and it's just an inspiration from what Tom Daniel did. And so make a beer wagon. Now on the 30th, January 30th at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard, I'm going to do a live premiere. And what a premiere is I drop my video and we all watch it together for the first time live, sort of like a live stream. So we all log in and then the video starts playing. Now during that, we'll be going over my video. We can chat about it and all that fun stuff. But anytime you see or hear the word beer, you're going to have to take a beer and write the word beer in the comments section. Okay? And if you teetotalers, it's cool. Have whatever you want to drink there. It's fine. Okay? A root beer would be more appropriate, but especially because Tom released the beer wagon as a root beer wagon at one point. So, but you're going to have to take a drink of your beer every time you see or hear the word beer, and you're going to have to comment the word beer. In addition to the live premiere, see that artwork there? I'm going to be giving away a legit Tom Daniel autographed art print of the beer wagon. I'm going to be giving that away to anybody. You have to be live at the premiere to win. You can't come back an hour later and watch the recording. You won't get a chance to win. You have to be there live because I'm going to pick it live, and it's going to be based off of the comments. So you're going to want to pay attention, and whenever you see the word beer or hear the word beer, you're going to want to post the word beer, because the more you comment, you can't just be willy-nilly. That's one of the rules. It's an honor system. But the more you comment, the better your chances to win, because I'm not going to eliminate duplicates in this one. Okay? Because the more you hear beer, the more you see beer, the better your chance to win. And so we're going to be giving that away. And I was trying to keep this a secret, and I don't want to get anybody's hopes up. I have had the opportunity and the pleasure to chat with Tom over the internet once or twice. He's really cool about talking to his fans, and I'm trying to get him to log in on the premiere. Okay? I can't make a promise on that, but I am trying to get him to log in on the premiere, and I think that will be really cool if he does. It should be so much fun, and we'd be able to talk to him about his designs and stuff like that. So I'm really pushing on that. Cross your fingers for that. But even if he doesn't appear, it's going to be one of the coolest things I've ever done. I think it's going to be a really fun thing, and I hope you love my concept of my beer wagon. So, here, let me show you real quick. Here's my thing from Diecast Sheriff. Hey, Sheriff, if you're here, I don't know if you're here, but if you're here, let me know. Can I get it out of this box? I don't know. I don't want to open it and see and come up short. Okay, so what else have we got coming up? We have so much more coming up. We're going to do another security camera. Okay, this is from a company called Solium. Yes, it was sent to me to unbox, review, and let you know what I think of it. It's been unboxed. The video's been shot. It's installed. We've reviewed it. Just need to finish up the video and drop it for you. So we're going to be reviewing the Solium S600 security camera. We'll let you know what we think about that. Here's a biggie. This next Saturday, what is that? Anybody got a calendar? What's next Saturday? Somebody comment. Next Saturday, 6 a.m. Pacific Standard, I will be dropping the video on my Green Hornet build. Now, this is the Corgi Green Hornet, and I gotta be honest with you. It's one of the funnest builds I've done in a very, very long time. It's a long video. I think it's at least 45 minutes. It's worth every second of it. It was so much stinking fun. That's going to drop next Saturday. It's another little Christmas present. I'm making sure to get it out for December for you guys. So that's the Green Hornet build is going to be coming next Saturday. I'll show you that in a minute. We've got the logo stock car build that Lee is sponsoring through the Three Blind Mice. He sent out a bunch of these different cars, and if you'd like to participate, this is the Hudson Hornet by Hot Wheels, okay? And in this build, you're going to have to design it to be your own stock car team. So mine will be a Fat Guy Productions. Lee will do a wee little cars. You can, if you don't have a channel, you can do, you know, Ken Baumer, stock car racing, whatever you want to do. It'll be your car. You have to theme it and do it. So that should be a fun little build. We've got that coming up. Lee, are you here? What day is the stock car build release? I know it's coming up. You'll have to let us know. Next. Is it next? Oh gosh, is it? No, it can't be next Saturday. Maybe it is next Saturday. I might have to move the Green Hornet. I'm just seeing a conflict. Gosh, I wish I had my calendar. I got a phone right here. We might have to do the Gas Monkey Corvette next weekend. Stand by. Stand by. Saturday the 12th. No. It's the Diecast Sheriff build. You know what? I may drop 2 videos that day. I'll let you know in my community tab what's going on there, okay? But the Green Hornet's coming out soon. It may not be next Saturday because we've got the Diecast Sheriff thing that next Saturday, and we've got the Three Blind Mice, Gas Monkey. Gas Monkey's not till the end of the month. I think the 26th, actually. So that's not going to be a conflict. So maybe we can squeeze the Green Hornet in between there. So we'll let you know, okay? I'll put it in the community tab. So we've got the Three Blind Mice Gas Monkey Corvette. Lot of builders signed up for that. It's going to be so fun to see what you do because it's an unusual casting that's going to really. There's so many possible ways you can go with that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I told you about the Chutes and Ladders build. We're going to do the video on the Sandblast cabinet, and then we've got on the 20th we have another thing with Diecast Sheriff, the Tonka build off. So if you're going to be doing a Tonka, the clock is running, so you got to get going on that, okay? So I will be doing a Sandblast cabinet video and my Tonka build. In addition, we're going to do some more pens, pen turning, coin rings, and this one. Let me show you. Okay, if you remember a while back, I was on my Tom Daniel kick. You know I have a bromance with him, right? Okay, and that's cool. That's fine. You know? So, I was going to try and run through all of his models, and I had actually started on this one, Rommel's Rod, when the fire truck came up, and I kind of shelved this for the time being. So it's started. Open it up here. See, I got some of the body built here. I got some of the motor built here. So got parts everywhere now. So it has been started, and I'm going to finish it. I have some fun ideas for it. Is that all the pieces? Okay. So I have some fun ideas for it. For Rommel's Rod, so we're going to get that finished here. And as long as I'm talking about models, let me show you something cool. Out of the blue, a friend of mine, now retired Clark County Fire Captain, worked together a lot, he contacts me and says, "Hey, you want these?" He's got the American LaFrance Fire Chief here. He's got another American LaFrance Fire Chief. And I'm like, yeah, of course I do. Yeah, my fire department did run American LaFrance Ladder Chief ladders for a long time. So we're probably going to be doing another fire truck at some time in the not too distant future. So hopefully it'll go a little smoother than the fire engine went, but we'll see what happens. So thank you for that, John, for giving me those. I'm so grateful. Just out of the blue, he reached out and said, "Hey, do you want these?" And I was like, how do I say yes? Okay, so now I want to get. Oh no! Before we get too serious, I want to show you guys something. I vowed that I would have Lebkuchen, and I got some. There's some Lebkuchen. And what a Lebkuchen is, it's basically a German gingerbread, and it sits on this little flat disc, which I equate to like a communion wafer, and then they have them either glazed or chocolate covered or plain. And you know, I lived in Germany for 3 years, and so you know I have a lot of affinity for German things, including the Lebkuchen. And where is that other thing that I want to share with you? Where did I have that? Where is it? Give me a second here. What's it? This one? Okay, I might queue up the wrong thing here. So give me a second here. No, that's the wrong thing. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Wrong thing. Hang on. I'm getting somewhere. Just stop. No, wrong thing. Where do I have that? Oh, you know where it might be? It might be here. Hang on. Might be with the vanilla. Yes, it is. Okay. So, like, right? Piece of garbage. Okay. Hey, I'm trying. Shut up. All right. So, I lived in Germany for 3 years. I've been back several times, and I've grown an affinity for things like Lebkuchen and other German things. What you're seeing here is a picture of one of the amazing Christmas markets. And sadly, they didn't have them this year, which is very sad. But you could always find Lebkuchen at the Christmas markets. And that brought me to something else Christmassy. I wanted to get back on Christmas a little bit here. And what that is the Christmas pickle. Now, the story goes that Germans equated this pickle to Christmas, and they would hide it on the tree, and the first kid to find it would get an extra present, and if an adult spotted, the first adult to spot it would have a year of good luck. And this has gone on for a very, very, very long time. But come to find out that a lot of Germans are like, that's not us. We don't know what the deal is. So it seems like maybe that it was more back about in the 1800s when Germany started really cranking out some fabulous glass Christmas ornaments. This was in that, and it was just more of a marketing thing than anything else. But it has been around for, since the 1800s. So the Christmas pickle, whether it was born as a German Christmas tradition or not, it all of a sudden is now. And all the Christmas markets that we just saw and stuff, you can buy Christmas pickles all over the place. And in fact, you can buy them here in America. I got this one. Let's wait for the cuckoo clock. I got my Christmas pickle in a fabulous little village called Rothenburg. Rothenburg ob der Tauber, which is an amazing place. One of my favorite places in Germany. And so this is my Christmas pickle. We put it on the tree every year, and we do make the kids look for it, but nobody gets an extra present or anything like that. So that is the Christmas pickle. Maybe it's something that you could implement into your Christmas just to add a little bit more fun, of letting the kids try to find where you hid the Christmas pickle in the Christmas tree. And it's kind of just fun to say Christmas pickle. So there you have it. Okay, but so now moving off of the Christmas pickle, I want to go into something a little bit more serious, and I'm not even kidding about this. Okay, I'm deadly serious. I know that Santa Claus is real. Okay, I know it for a fact, 100%. I've seen him, and I know you're all thinking I'm making a joke, and I'm not. I am absolutely 1,000,000% serious right now. Santa Claus is real, and I'm going to prove it to you right now, because I've seen him. I'm going to share it with you right now. So before I show you this, I want to tell you how it led to me realizing that Santa Claus is real. My firstborn daughter, Rachel, was born with a defect in her aorta. And basically, it's supposed to be this one big giant tube that goes up out of the top of the heart, arches down, and goes downwards. And hers split into two pieces and then rejoined again later. And so what was happening, so you had this thing like this, and through it, you had her esophagus and trachea, sort of like that. Well, the aorta was actually strangling her to death from inside. It was squeezing off her esophagus and trachea, and we noticed a lot of issues with the way she ate, and she was breathing weird, and we kept taking her back to the doctor because we were getting more and more worried, and they tried some different things, and the last time we took her back, the doctor took one look at her, said, "Get your ass over to the hospital. I'll call and tell them you're coming." So it was one of those deals where the doctor comes and gets you and pulls you into a private room, and you know that's a bad sign. And I got him to quit with the bullshit, the doctor stuff, and tell me the truth. And he said, "It's serious." So she had to have open heart surgery, and this is like less than a month before Christmas. And I've got 2 young boys at home. So the stress on stress on stress is piling up. She's having open heart surgery. I've got 2 young boys I don't want to leave out. And life was just really awful at this time. She had the surgery. It went okay. She came home, but something was still wrong. And on this particular day, she was getting worse and worse and worse. And we went on hold trying to call the doctor's office. And she continued to get worse. And I told my wife, I said, "Hang up the phone, call 911. And just at that time, she stopped breathing, and I had to resuscitate my own daughter. So the ambulance came, they took her to the hospital, and what she ended up having is, because of that, the trachea didn't develop right in that spot. It was soft and floppy. And it would, under duress, she cried or whatever, it would collapse, and the mucus in the trachea would make it stick shut. And she would need to be resuscitated. She was resuscitated dozens and dozens of times in the PICU for over a month. So she spent Christmas in the pediatric intensive care unit. And that's when I got a chance to find out that Santa Claus actually exists. Where is it? I got to find the right clip here. That is Andre Agassi, the world famous tennis player. Now, what Andre did is he called the hospital. No media, no hoopla, no cameras, no nothing. He called the hospital and said, "I want to do something for the kids in the hospital. Can you please find out what every kid wants?" So the staff found out what every kid wanted for Christmas. They asked us what we could do, and all we could think of is poor Rachel was in this bed the whole time, and we thought maybe a little baby swing would be nice for her to be in instead of just being in the bed the whole time. So we said, maybe something like that. So Christmas comes around, and we missed him because we were doing things for the boys. And so by the time we got to the hospital, he'd already been there. And we get there, and on the... One second. Yes, this is emotional. So at the foot of the bed was this picture. And Rachel was in the nicest, most top-of-the-line baby swing ever. Battery operated so it would run forever. And she was swinging and just happy as a clam. And this is Santa Claus. Santa Claus isn't a fat guy in a red suit living in the North Pole. Santa Claus is Andre Agassi buying these kids what they wanted for Christmas when he could have just brought in a bunch of crappy toys and said Merry Christmas. Everybody would have gone, ooh. But he took it. He got everybody what they wanted. He bought Rachel a swing. Christmas, his mom and dad. Santa Claus, his mom and dad, putting toys together. Christmas Eve. It's a kindness, helping somebody an elderly person carry their groceries to the car. It's giving your waitress an extra big tip. It's all of these things. Those are Santa Claus. They're real. They're tangible. They're legit. Santa Claus is real. Just because we picture him in this embodiment of a jolly old man doesn't make him any less real. So that is my Christmas gift, another Christmas gift for you guys. Understand that, share it with your kids. Santa Claus is real. So that's the deal. Okay, so anyhow, let's get back to business. Where are we? All right, we talked about Santa Claus. We did what's coming up. Okay, now I want to do a special announcement here. Let's change gears. Before we talk about the giveaway, we're going to... what's going on here? Okay, so anyhow, where are we? I'm so lost. Oh, special announcement. 3 Blind Mice stuff. All right. A lot of changes coming to the 3 Blind Mice. And you've already heard and seen about one. And if you haven't, we are adding a fourth mouse, Mr. Jim Silva. And he's going to be running the 3 Blind Mice Gasland division. So this is going to be the 3 Blind Mice Gasland division, and Jim Silva is going to be running that. And basically, he'll be doing his own announcements and managing those builds. You'll see him, 4 or 5 times a year. You'll see different Gasland builds. There's Jim looking all dapper in one of my Fat Guy shirts. And so he's going to be doing that. And that's just one of the many changes we have coming. We're going to try to brand the channel a little bit better. We're going to have some other things happening. 3 Blind Mice is going to change its look a little bit for 2021. It's going to be very fun. And I want to make a special request to anybody who's watching this today. So we don't monetize 3 Blind Mice, okay? It is just for you guys. But with under 1,000 subscribers, YouTube restricts some of the options you have, some of the analytics that you can use to study and evolve your channel, the community tabs, stuff like that. So we need more subscribers, okay? If you are a subscriber of mine or Lee's or George's, please go to the 3 Blind Mice Diecast on YouTube and subscribe. We need to get over that 1,000 subscriber threshold. We're not going to monetize it or anything. It's going to stay what it is, but better for you guys. but we need the subscribers to get some of these features unlocked. So please do that for us, because 2021 is going to be a big year full of a lot of new features. You're going to really have a good time. I also wanted to show you something else. Oh, no, that's just part of the giveaway. So we'll talk about that in a second. So anyhow, please go to Three Blind Mice Diecast on YouTube and click subscribe. We really need the subscription count to get over 1,000. It's going to make that channel better, and it's going to make us be able to do more for you by having the extra features. So that is going on, and just keep your eyes peeled, because there's going to be a lot of new fun things coming your way. So, okay, now before we get to our BS conversation, let's talk about the giveaway. All right. In this particular giveaway, I'm going to give you 1 week either to watch this video live or to watch it later, because I know getting to the live stream for some people is difficult. So I'm going to ask you to make a comment between now and the end of the week. So that'll be next Saturday at, we'll say, 6 a.m. Pacific. Okay? And then on Saturday, I will pick 3 winners, and we're going to be giving away 3 different prizes. And they will go in this order. Okay, so it's not really a first, second, and third. It's just going to go in this order. The first pick will receive a Fat Guy Productions t-shirt made to their order, so they can have the pink or the red or the yellow or the green or whatever they want, and to their shirt size, along with a Fat Guy Productions sticker. The second winner will get the bottle of Madagascar Vanilla and a Fat Guy sticker. And the last pick will get some of the Flitz products that they sent me, along with a Fat Guy Productions sticker. I wish I could send something to all of you. I can't. This is a way to give something tangible out to you guys. So make sure that you, if you haven't commented now, and if you tune in later, make sure that you make some kind of a comment here for your chance to win. And in this one, I will be eliminating duplicate comments. Okay, so 1 comment is all it takes to give your chance to win one of these prizes. I will announce the winners next Saturday, so make sure you're looking for that, because you'll need to reach out to me with your mailing address for your gifts, and if you were the shirt winner, what color logo you want and what size shirt you want. So you'll need to reach out to me and let me know what you want. If I don't hear from you in, say, 48 hours, maybe 72 hours, something like that, I'll say it then. Then I will repick and give your prize to somebody else, sadly. And I don't want to have to do that. So make sure you're looking for that. All right, I told you this was a busy, busy show. But I think we've covered everything. So now let's just BS. Let me kind of take a peek here and see what you guys have been saying. Cool prizes. Thank you, Kamikaze. I hope you win. You know, I hope all of you win. Let's see here. Well, Diecast Sheriff is stepping up big already with his shirt size. You know, I don't know if I have blue, but hey, check this out. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be doing another version of my logo, because I have it in the different colors. I'm going to be doing one with a flag background. So maybe we can offer that as one of the options. So donut color, nice. How about, no, Dan. You haven't been paying attention to the show. Leibkuchen colored. Thank you. Sheriff got his order in already. Yeah, that's right. Hey, you know what, Mid-Island, thank you for the compliment and appreciating what we do for you guys. But you know, it's all part of it. You guys do as much for us as we do for you, and so it's a give and take, and I think we all win in the end. So that's why we do it. Let's see here. Beer colored or just a beer? You want me to give it? That's this Minnow t-shirt. That's right. There you go. Gilligan's Island, one of my favorites. All-time classic. Okay, so favorite Gilligan's Island episode? I think mine is the one where Gilligan sniffs that gas and starts floating. I think that's my favorite. Oh God. Wow, check that out. Okay, a fat guy. What? Wow. Maybe I can do that for a special shirt to wear on the beer battle. Is 2 colors of yellow with like a white head on top of it, like foam, like beer foam. Maybe make it look like beer in the background. What do you think? And maybe wear that during the beer battle. Okay. Longest 3 hours ever. Well, it wasn't really 3 hours because remember I started way early because I saw that people were logged in thinking it was going to start at 6 a.m., but it wasn't 6 a.m. So it started on time. It started at 9. So what time is it now? It's only been an hour and 15 minutes of actual show, so it's not been that long. But I do apologize for you being here so early and wasting your time. That was all my fault, and I apologize. I have to change the sticker to Chubby Guy Productions. And you know what? I know you're kidding. Okay, so that's not the point. But I thought I'd explain this anyhow, because that's a great segue into it. It was never about me being fat, although I was and still am. It was just more of an idea, a big, I got that on the license plate on my car. I'm actually going to do a Fun Time Favorites on my car, and you'll see the license plate there. It says Fat Guy, so I'll always be fat. Never long enough. I'm sorry. Hey, Keith, okay. I'll tell you what. You want the show to be longer? Tell me how. Tell me what you want. And get other people to show up for the live part. The guys that don't show up are missing so much of it being live. Hey, also, did I have any dropouts today? Was there any glitches in this stream? It looked to me like it went smooth. So if somebody noticed any glitches, or if you noticed it was perfect, please let me know so I can keep an eye on that. But it looked like it flowed smoothly today. The car, Keith, is a 2010 Dodge Challenger RT Classic, and it is my baby. I've showed it at a lot of different shows. I've had a lot of fun with it. So, how is the James Bond Lotus? It's sitting right in front of me, right there. Haven't done it yet. But what I have done is been working on this Matchbox king-size charger for Ken. You see, I've got it stripped down and I've started the sanding. It was pretty nicked up. It needs a lot more sanding and some zinc coating. But so that one's in the work. So it was perfect. So there were no dropouts. Good. That's good to hear, because boy, those dropouts really take the gas out of the show. They really do. I hate it. How about showing more of your collection? Okay, I can do that. Maybe what we can do is add a section that is specifically that, kind of like a mini Fun Time Favorite thing. But, oh, nice. Not one freeze. That is so good. I'm so happy about that. That makes me so happy to hear that there wasn't any freezing. Play apps. No, it will not be a General Lee car, but you can yell at Ken for that. He wants it just restored, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to honor him. He's an amazing guy, and I get to play, and he's going to get a really beautiful restored Charger. And yeah, I'm looking forward to finishing this up. This is going to be fun. So, yeah, no General Lees. But maybe a General Lee in the future, You never know. You never know. Hey, Ken, I'm having an idea. You know how we were talking about some new suspension pieces? Well, if I did a General Lee, I wouldn't care about the suspension pieces. So maybe I do get another car, swap some of the pieces out, and use the other car. See, I'm hurting my severe injury here. But yeah, something to think about. I'm gonna look into that. Okay, so Time Riders General Wii. Oh my God, Dan, that is so hysterical. Lee, if you're still here, you are there. I did talk about the 3 Blind Mice subs. Where the hell were you? And why weren't you listening? And you now need to make a General Wii car from Dan's suggestion, because that's brilliant. But yeah, I did talk about the subs, and I pretty much begged everybody to do it, because it will really enhance that YouTube channel and make it better for you. It gives us more features that YouTube provides, so we can do a better job for you guys. So please make sure you do the subscription. Do it today. Do it today. You can, in fact, while we're talking, open another window, go there, 3 Blind Mice Diecast, and subscribe. Okay. That charger is the king size, Matchbox king size Dodge Charger. So that's what that is. Okay. I can do that. Good comment, Joseph. How about some reviews of toys, tools, or related topics? Again, like, so maybe like a fun time favorite type thing, but live and more focused on something that maybe I would not otherwise do. I see that. That sounds good. Ratfink charger. I love Ratfink stuff. Hey, I don't have it. Too bad. Hey, Lee, I gotta send you an email later today. I got some sketches I want you to take a look at. Let's see. Mid Island, thank you for stopping by. Go handle the kids and make sure you have a great Sunday as well. Okay, so have a good day, buddy. You dropped off. Why did you drop off? Do you mean like you fell asleep, or what happened? Because that wasn't us, according to my other viewers. They said that we streamed without a single drop. So, I think you're just you were probably off sneaking around doing stuff instead of paying attention to your friend who's putting himself out there so that others may enjoy, and you're running away. Hurts my heart. You hurt me. I may look like I'm made out of nails and steel, but when you cut me, it hurts. And I bleed. And you cut me. And I hurt. And I bled. Damn, Lee, I can't take him anywhere. Hi, Tim. How you doing? Tim, I don't mean this to be insulting, and I'm dead serious about this. You have the best last name I've ever seen in my life. I think I need to actually change my last name. Tim Dill. I would kill to have my last name be Dill. I seriously, I'm not even joking around here. I would love that last name. That is the best last name I've ever seen. It was you. Okay, hey, okay, you're forgiven because of your honesty. So yeah, we're gonna play apps. Reggie and me and the family, we're gonna have a good Christmas no matter what. We're gonna make it good. Okay, we're not gonna let anything get in our way. Thank you, Keith, for doing that. Appreciate it. Gilligan's Island Christmas episode. Right. Skipper was not the Santa, and he proved it. And because he came walking in the 2 seconds after the other Santa left. That was a good one. I might watch that today. The Gilligan's Islands. I've got them all, so I might watch that today. Tim, are you married? Do you have any kids? Are you there, Tim? I know you're there. Because I would absolutely be naming my kids something to do with Dill, like giving them a first name of, well, it doesn't really work if you give them the first name Pickle Dill. Doesn't really work, but it would be fun. I would come up with something. My kids would hate me. That's just how I roll, though. Let's see here. Check out number 4. What's that mean? Diecast. I didn't catch that. And hey, can I open that box? Is the car hidden inside the box? Diecast Sheriff? Anybody? Slice. Marianne was absolutely hot, and she did make pies. How can you go wrong with Marianne? Marianne was awesome, man. Hey, Ginger, no slouch, but and Mrs. Howell, she's rich. You can't go wrong with a sugar mama. So yeah, that all worked. Um, yeah, you would. You should talk to your kids and see if they'll let you change your names. I'm anybody who thinks I'm kidding around, I'm not. Okay, I'm dead serious. I would absolutely do that. Let's see here. Sheriff, does slice mean I can open that box? Tim, I've been called pickle all my entire life. That's great. See, oh, he did say no peeking. I didn't see. Okay, I wasn't sure. I didn't know how you packaged it. You can take mine out of the shipping box. You saw the picture of it, right? I know, Ken. You better be nice to me, okay? Because I can screw this up. Trust me, I can screw this up bad. Okay? It happens. Um, honestly, you guys, I gotta be honest with you. I'm so far behind. I haven't. I got so many projects I want to do, and I haven't been able to get to any of them. I feel swamped right now. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why we are making some of the changes we're making at Three Blind Mice to share the load, so to speak. So that's one of the things we're doing. My video, a Ratfink charger. Okay, I'll have to check that one out. I don't think I've seen it diecast, so I'll have to definitely check it out. Okay, yeah, so I will not open that box because I do not want to know. I'll open that like we discussed. We're opening a. We'll open it at 9 a.m. and the unwrapping videos will post at our individual channels at noon, and then we will put links to each other's as soon as they post. What? Really, Ken? Better be nice to me. You're so mean. Keep hanging up on me all the time when we call, and now you're being mean to me on my live stream. Holy cow, Ken. It's Christmas time. Quit being so mean. But I did get light Kuchen. I'm going to have one of these later. Super excited about it. I ordered some on Amazon, and they looked like they came out of somebody's butt, man. They were all squashed and crumbled and stuff. And so check this out. Now, because it's a food product, I went to do a refund with Amazon, and they wouldn't accept it. So I had to contact a live person, said, no, that's not acceptable. So they did a no return refund and just gave me my money back. And then I found these at TJ Maxx, believe it or not. Isn't that weird? Somebody had said that you could get them at places like that, so my wife was going there. How is Batcave? Not even started. I have the foam that I need to make it. I've modeled in my 3D modeling. I've modeled, I want to say, about 10 different computers and tables and things like that from the Batcave. I haven't printed them yet, but I've modeled them, and I'm trying to keep them hollow so that I can light them up. We'll see how that goes. So I've done that, but no physical construction on the Batcave yet. Deep down, you know what it is, huh? I'm gonna dwell on that, Sheriff. He's saying that deep down that I have some kind of an inkling of what he sent me to turn into a policey type vehicle, and I'm gonna have to think about that, see if I can come up with what it is. You know what? Before I open the box, I'm gonna try and make a guess. Okay, so anyhow, oh, I like that. There you go, slice. That's a good one, diecast. Okay. Yes, there is a 12-second delay, and you know what? Sometimes that confuses me because here's how I have all this set up. Okay, I'm filming here. Okay, over here I have my laptop set up, which is got my streaming software. In the background, I have YouTube Studio open where I can see the connectivity and stuff like that. And then down here, I actually have my iPad set up so I can watch this chat that you guys are watching, so I can see the commentary. And so, yes, this one is like, I think 8 or 12 seconds behind. And so, if I lose track and I'm watching here, the thing can actually be done playing over here, and I don't realize it. And so there could be like a dead spot there. So it's important for me to try and remember where to look when I'm doing these things. And I think I do all right, but it can be a challenge sometimes. Oh, really, Lee? You could tell? Oh, okay. It confuses me too. Yes, it does. It can be. You know what we need, Lee? We need engineers. We need somebody to handle all that for us. So all we got to do is talk and just have fun. Excuse me. Didn't mean to cough on you guys. My allergies are killing me, and it makes me afraid to go out anywhere because, in this day and age, if you cough or sneeze or something like that, people go ballistic, man. They will lose their minds, and so I don't need that in my life. The new chair's not here, Dan. It was a pre-order or something like that, so it might not be here till the end of the month. Because this chair's been all right, but it keeps sinking on itself. It feels like it leans too far forward, even with the adjustment. I feel like I'm, sliding down and out of it. So I'm not really totally happy with this chair. I got it on Amazon. It's probably too late to return it. I'll probably give it to my son. I think he destroyed his chair, so I'll probably give it to him. But the new chair gets these amazing reviews, and I think I spent the extra and bought the cloth fabric, so instead of this vinyl, I might have bought the vinyl just so I could keep it clean. I don't remember which one I bought, but so I can't wait. Now, again, comment. I asked you guys if you want to see an unboxing and a first look at the chair, and the only comment I saw that came across was, "Seen one chair, you've seen them all." So, you guys got to let me know. Do you want to see the chair when it gets here? Yeah, I know what the delay is, Ken, but it makes it more difficult. Especially, what would be best for me is to just not have this on, because then I would only have this to look at. But I want to see the commentary, and that's why I have this set up, so I can watch the comments come by. Okay, all right. Yeah, you know what? Lee said that he's the engineer and the janitor, and you know what? Guess what I did in my room here yesterday? I cleaned this room because it was a disaster. So I cleaned it so that you would have a beautiful, nice environment to enjoy the Fat Guy Live. So I cleaned up for you guys. Look what I do for you guys. Okay, this horrible injury for you guys. I cleaned for you guys. Ah, I'm so nice. Such a good guy. Okay, Ken. Hey, thank you for stopping by. Just enjoy the fact that your car is in the works here, buddy. All right, be good. Say hi to Keith. What did Tim ask that I missed? Tim, quick question. Any thoughts of doing a Q&A live stream with all? All I will say to your question. Okay, here, let me finish reading that. Tim says, quick question. Any thoughts of doing a Q&A live stream with all three blind mice at the same time? If even possible, I would love to pick all your brains. Okay, all I'm going to say to that, Tim, is funny you should ask. And that's all I'm going to say. All right? So, let's see here. There are, yes, but there are 4 mice now. But no matter what happens moving forward, we're going to maintain the name the Three Blind Mice. We still be the Three Blind Mice at heart, and that not to slight any of the new mices, whatever. Not to slight any mices, but we're not going to change the name. We're going to stay the Three Blind Mice. Okay, well, Lee kind of spilled the tea that we are talking about a podcast that would feature all 3 mice live, or talking together. But we don't, it's very preliminary. We got to figure out how to do it and stuff like that. Although we have some tech skills. I know I speak for myself here that I have to learn some of this stuff, and I think Lee would say the same. I like that, like the Brady Bunch page. I like that. That's a good idea. Have the screen look like the Brady Bunch page. Um, we're old, retired, and have time on our hands. Yes, we do. Worked your fingers to the bones. I sure did. Okay, Time Rider, check you later. We're gonna be signing off here in a minute anyhow. So thanks for stopping by, bro. Anything else? Anything else? Any requests, questions, comments, anything? No? All right, listen, I'm going to give you one last Christmas tip before we sign out here while I pick this little thing off of my shirt. All right. Don't stress, okay? That's not what Christmas is supposed to be about. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. So there's no reason to stress. And if you do find yourself being overwhelmed, and I'll tell you, the other day I was at Wally World, and people were being normal Wally World shoppers, and it's not all bad. But you know what I'm talking about. There's those people, and I was starting to get frustrated, and I was like, oh, you know what? That's not gonna work. So I just left that area, went over and looked at Hot Wheels, let it go, moved on. Don't stress. If money's tight, then budget accordingly. You don't gotta stress about it. It's not about spending a fortune. It's not about making this happen or that happen or that. It's about us and our families and the things we believe and love, and that's all it is. So if you find yourself losing it, just stop. Wherever you're at, stop. Step off, take a break, couple breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, regain your composure, and get your Christmas spirit back, and have a fantastic, amazing Christmas. I will talk to you live again in 2021. Hopefully, it'll be a much better year. All right, this is Paul from Fat Guy Productions. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Until next time, be good.